Alright, so I just watched the series finale for The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live, and the reason why I'm saying it's a series finale, it's because the very last episode of the show is a definitive ending for Rick Grimes' character. So in today's video, I'll just be breaking down the episode a bit, and I'll just be talking about the ending, what I feel about it, and also what could happen in the future of the Walking Dead universe based off of this ending and just this episode alone. Because a lot of people do think that this is like a happy ending and you know, Rick Grimes' story is over, but you know, they did hint at some stuff in this episode which it could tease towards a crossover spin-off, which Rick Grimes and all these other characters could reunite again. So please stay tuned. And now, before we actually get into the video, I'd like to ask you all to like, share, and subscribe. And again, thank you guys so much for the growth. Thank you guys so much for the support. I really appreciate it. And we have a goal in mind for 5,000 subscribers, so if you guys want to be part of that journey to 5,000 subscribers, please like, share, and subscribe. And also, we have a goal in mind for this video specifically for 2,000 likes. So if you guys want to support this channel, if you guys want to see me doing more theories, more breakdown videos, more character breakdown videos, please like the video to show your support, and let's try getting to 2,000 likes for this video. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright, so in this episode, Rick and Michonne go back to the CRM to look for the papers that Jadis had about Alexandria and the information and location about it. And while Michonne is going to Jadis's room, Rick goes and he meets Major General Beale. Beale is about to promote him, and he's telling him about everything that the CRM does. And he's telling him some pretty sinister stuff, and during these moments, they're showing very cool callbacks to, like, you know, the history of The Walking Dead, such as Rick biting off Joe's throat, Thumb and Terminus, and just other characters as well, like Daryl, Negan, Maggie, Carol. So it was basically a treat watching this episode, right? Because, like, again, like, so much nostalgia for Walking Dead fans, and I just enjoyed almost every aspect of this episode because of the insane callback scene. They showed Carl quite a bit as well, which I enjoyed a lot. And now, like, to make things short about this particular part of the episode, Major General Beale, he does, like, you know, tell Rick that, you know, they're after Portland, and they have to like take down communities to make the CRM thrive. And Major General Beale does reveal that they do experiments on walkers, and they're showing like clips of World Beyond of the experiments that we did see in the end of season 1 of World Beyond. And he basically reveals to Rick almost everything that the CRM does, all the sinister things that are going on behind the scenes. And he does say that because of mega herds, right, the CRM are aware of these huge herds that are like around the country, right, even around the world. And he does say to Rick that we have at most 14 years to live. Humanity has 14 more years until everyone is done, everyone is perished. That's why the CRM needs to be in control of almost every community in the world. And he also does reveal that every country, like around the world, like, you know, almost every community, there is at least one CRM agent in there. And of course, the CRM agents are not in places like Alexandria or Hilltop and stuff like that. They're in bigger communities such as the Commonwealth. And, you know, with this one line that Major General Beale did say, it is very likely that there is a CRM agent or was a CRM agent in the Commonwealth, and the only person that comes to mind is Lance Hornsby. And I will be making a video about just this one topic. I'll be making a more in-depth theory about this, but like, you know, just to put it into short, I think Lance Hornsby was that agent, or Pamela Milton. And now Michonne, on the other hand, she does see, she actually sees like a presentation done by the CRM that in Portland they're actually like planning on to gas a community, and including some children as well. And like, you know, this does show how heartless the CRM are, like the higher ups of the CRM, because it's only the higher ups that are really aware of this stuff. And that's why they do say that secrecy is above all. It's because of all these sinister things that are going on, such as the experiments and just taking down other communities, like with gases, including children, and just overrunning them with walkers. And like, of course, the big thing that happens in this episode is that Rick kills Major General Beale, and I think that that was such a wasted opportunity, and that was one of the aspects that really did disappoint me about this episode, right? Because this episode is not perfect. I do have some gripes about it. But with Rick killing Major General Beale, I think that that was such a wasted opportunity, because Major General Beale did have a lot of potential to be the new big bad of the Walking Dead universe, and by the looks of it, they were setting him up as the big bad. And the last episode, they did kill Jadis, so she was off at the table of being the main villain. Major General Beale was the only person left, and they killed off Major General Beale as well, and in such a weird way, where Rick does get Beale's sword and he stabs him with it, and then just cuts to black, and then we see Beale as a walker near the end of the episode. And of course, like within this episode, we do see Rick and Michonne killing a good chunk of the CRM soldiers, blowing them up, and also Thorne dies, which is again another wasted opportunity, because when Beale died, I thought that Thorne was going to be a big villain going forward in the Walking Dead universe, but even Thorne did die as well, and a big chunk of the CRM soldiers were killed off. And like, you know, they basically like showed that Rick and Michonne could take down the CRM. But my other gripe with this episode, and also with this show kind of, is that they did not show how big the CRM is, right? They did not show their full capacity, and of course the budget does come into a factor, but this show's budget was insanely huge, so I'm still surprised why they weren't able to show the CRM in its full glory. And also on top of that, they did kill the main head of the CRM, and then basically it's a happy ending going forward. And like, you know, for Rick Grimes' story, I think that this is a good ending. When I was watching this episode today with my brother, we were both saying that this does feel like a real finale to the Walking Dead universe. If they wanted to end the Walking Dead universe like this is a way to do it, but we know that it's not over. There is more spin-offs coming out, and just more characters that have more things to do. And with Rick Grimes, I think that his full potential as a character is not done yet, and that's because, like, again, Rick Grimes did, spoiler warning, Rick Grimes did reunite with Judith and RJ, which was a very heart-touching moment, right? It was really, really nice seeing Rick finally meeting his kids again. And yeah, I think that the ending was very heartwarming, and it was a nice ending for the Walking Dead universe. But I think that if there was more to do with Rick Grimes' character, they should have not done that ending. I know that everybody wanted this ending. Everyone wanted Rick to reunite with his family and his kids, but and they did do that, of course, right? And it was fan demanded, but like, I think that you know, they could go almost any route with this ending, because, like, again, like, this does confirm that the Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live season 2 is not happening, right? This ending is like is confirmation of that. But yeah, like, you know, if they want to do that whole major crossover spin-off that they were talking about, and what everyone was thinking about, and also having Rick, Daryl reuniting, Rick and Negan reuniting, and just all these characters, Rick and Morgan reuniting, I think that also Morgan was a big wasted opportunity for this episode as well. They could have showed him in a post-credit scene of some sorts, just teasing something else, right? Because, like, again, like, having a character in the post-credit scene doesn't need to necessarily tease a season 2 for a show. It could tease something else for the future, maybe the big crossover spin-off, or just Morgan's own spin-off. But showing Morgan in some way, because his journey did end in Fear the Walking Dead season 8 with him going to look for Rick, and Rick is already back home, and Morgan did not meet him yet. And yeah, like, I think that this ending could still lead to some things, because the CRM turned good now, quote unquote, and now they're taking in more people, basically like how Okafor wanted, right? Okafor's plan did come into fruition, where they wanted to bring in more people. They wanted to make the CRM more public, to bring more people in, to bring more A's in, to bring more B's in, and to basically change the CRM and making them better. But, you know, just to give my thoughts about the episode, my general thoughts, is that it leaves much more to be desired, to say the least. You know, of course, like, you know, Rick's reunion with Judith and RJ was really nice to see. and them taking down the CRM is where it kind of bothers me. It's because it's been 6 years of build-up with the CRM and World Beyond, Fear, the main Walking Dead show teasing the CRM here and there, showing them as a huge threat around the world. Even Beale does say, even in this show, they did say that, oh yeah, the CRM influences almost every other community in the country, and also maybe even around the world to this point. But they did not show the full scale that the CRM actually is, right? They did not show what the CRM could do fully, but they, in this show, they focused more on Rick and Michonne's relationship than, like, you know, what the CRM could actually do. That would have been all fine and good if they did not take down the CRM at the end, right? If they just kept the CRM lingering in the shadows, keep Major General Beale alive, right? Then this ending would have been nice. But them just killing off Major General Beale just like that, a character that's been built up for so much, the CRM turning good, the CRM changing right away, that I don't know what to feel about that. I mean, the ending was nice, it was heartwarming and stuff like that. But as a Walking Dead fan and as a person that's been following this journey of the CRM and just theorizing all these crazy things that what the CRM could do and what this could mean for the Walking Dead universe, again, it's much more to be desired. But by no means I'm saying that this episode is bad. This episode is really good, but all I'm saying is that the CRM are not shown as much as they should. It would have been all nice if they just kept the CRM lingering. And I do have a few theories about how the CRM could still be a threat to the Commonwealth in our main group. But so far as we're seeing right now, it doesn't seem like that they're going to be a threat anymore. The only way I could see this crossover series happening is when Major General Beale did tease that there are big amount of herds, right? There are huge amounts of herds that are in the country and in the world that, you know, with these herds, like, humanity only has 14 years at most to exist. I think that would be the only way to bring all these characters together and to do a whole crossover event of them taking down those herds, or them, you know, rebuilding the CRM like even more and just going with their 500-year plan that Jadis did mention. Or like another likely scenario is that somebody else comes into power of the CRM and they become a threat to, or like, our main group, because like with the CRM taking in more people and them having contacts with more communities, them not being that secret, it puts them on the map way more than before. They're not that much of a secret anymore. So I could see somebody getting a hold of the files of Commonwealth or Alexandria or something like that, and them coming for Alexandria for an invasion. That's the only other way I could see it. And the only character I could see being a threat to our group is Mason Beale, aka Major General Beale's son. We did see him in World Beyond, and that's the only character I could see that, you know, could be a threat to our group and him taking over the CRM afterwards. But, you know, like, I don't know how he would get into power after everyone found out what Major General Beale actually does and his methods and stuff like that. But we all have to see. But, you know, if Mason Beale does find a way to, you know, take over the CRM and to do what his father did and to actually, like, you know, get revenge for General Beale, and he knows that, you know, Rick and Michonne, they did kill them and their location is here in the Commonwealth or Alexandria, that's the only other way I could see the CRM still being a threat. And I will actually make a video about this theory going forward, because I didn't see much people making this theory, and also the episode just came out today. So I think that the only other way that they could still make the CRM a threat is that if they bring in Mason Beale for a bigger role in the Walking Dead universe. But yeah, I thought this episode was good. Again, like how I said before many times, it's much to be desired. I want Rick Grimes to come back. Like, I don't think that this is the end of his story. There is much more that they could do with this character. There's much more that they could do with Michonne's character. And also with Daryl being in France, I think that there is still a chance for Rick and Daryl to reunite and just to see all these characters on screen again for a big Walking Dead movie or a spin-off series of some sorts. But yeah, that's it for today's video. I'd like to ask you all to like, share, and subscribe. And again, thank you guys so much for the growth. Thank you guys so much for the support. I really appreciate it. And we have a goal in mind for 5,000 subscribers. So if you guys want to be part of that journey to 5,000 subscribers, please like, share, and subscribe. And also we have a goal for this video, like I mentioned before, for 2,000 likes. So if you guys could get this video to 2,000 likes, I would really appreciate it. And if you guys want to see more theories, speculation, breakdowns, and also videos about other shows, please like the video to show your support and also subscribe. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching.